what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we'll be looking at freshly updated Darkbox with some of the latest cards from the Cosmic Eclipse expansion. Unfortunately, not too many of them. Just a great catcher and a red and blue, but still, I really like this deck. So let's go quickly through the deck list, and then I'm gonna play some games so you can see the potential of this deck. So the main strategy, of course, is to get some energies with the Naganandel, simply move them with a Shadow Connection, Weavile GX, and attack with multiple different attackers. So some of the attackers we have in this deck list are Umbreon and Darkrai. We also have Greninja and Zoroark as a tech. We can also use Mewtwo and Mew with the Perfection that can copy any of those Pokemon's attacks as long as they have enough energies. Of course, there is a Dragonite with a Sky Judgment for 5 energies and 270, very good. Also, we have Hoopa GX as a tech for that Rogue Ring that can help us to set up in the early stage of the game. There's also Nightmare Star Darkrai with that powerful ability which says that when you play this Pokemon from your hand on your bench, you can play 2 energy cards from your hand and attach it to it. Additionally, I also decided to take one Weavile with a Nasty Plot and with the Slashing Claw, the water one that can even hit for 220. For example, Reshizard, and if we earlier did 60 with the Black Lance to that Reshizard on the bench, then we can one-hit Naga with 3 energies and 1 prize exchange Reshizard with the Water Weavile, which is really strong and cool. So yeah, additionally we also have one Dedenne. Now 19 Pokemon in total, which is a lot, but this deck really needs plenty of them, and you can really much use any of them, which is the most important thing. For the setup, we have 9 cards that can help us to search our deck for the Pokemon. We have 3 copies of Cherish Ball for GX search. We have 3 Mystery Treasures that can help us to grab out Poipole, Naganandel, or maybe Mewtwo. And we also have 3 Communications. More than that, what we also have in this deck list is a Reset Stamp ×1 as a tech, 2 copies of Super Scoop Up, and that's pretty much it from the trainer cards, meaning item cards. Additionally, for Stadium, I decided to go with 3 copies of Dark City, so basic Pokemons in play can have no retreat. Of course, there needs to be a Darkness Pokemons. So, for example, I can have retreat with my Umbreon, I can have retreat with my Greninja, or with my, for example, Hoopa or Darkrai, which is really cool. What is also good about the Stadium is that we have enough space to attack 3 stadiums. So I was even thinking about maybe playing 2 Dark Cities and 1 copy of Lysander Lab, which might also help us a little bit. But since we already had like Super Scoop Up, I guess Giratina won't be the huge deal for us anyways. Speaking about supporter cards, 8 Drow supporters and 10 Drow supporters, actually 12 Drow support, actually 12 supporters in total. So we have 4 copies of Cynthia, 2 copies of Erika's Hospitality, 2 copies of Hapu, 2 copies of Red and Blue that can help us to search a deck for the Pokemon GX that evolves from one of our Pokemon and put it on that Pokemon to evolve, and if we do that, we can discard 2 cards from our hand and then search a deck for 2 basic energies. So this is really good for that Weavile that can help us to get some extra energies. But if we miss Red and Blue, for that Weavile evolution is going to be pretty much useless. So technically speaking, you can remove 1 Dark City and 2 Red and Blues, and you can have 3 extra space available for something else, because this deck have plenty of space available and it just works like a charm. And of course 2 copies of Tate and Liza with switch option and also Drow support and 12 energies. So this is the deck list that I'm going to use in today's video. Make sure to hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Also let me know in the comments below what you think about this deck list. As usual, enjoy in the rest of the video. Alright, so there we go, my friends. Let's see what we can get in the opening hand. So first, Communication, obviously, for something like a Ditto. I'm gonna go with Ditto. Additionally, this is going to be a Mystery Treasure play for that Darkness energy, where I will try to set another Poipole in play. Additionally, with the effect of Cherish Ball, I can search my deck also for something else. Let it be. Well, Rogue Ring Hoopa seems to be a good idea. I'm gonna go for Darkrai for now. I'm gonna put it on the bench and play that Tate and Liza and refresh my hand for 5 new cards. Perfect. There is energy. For attachment, we're gonna go with energy attachment to Umbreon. And additionally, I'm just gonna pass my turn. There's a Mewtwo, Dark City, and Cherish Ball available for the turn 2 in my hand. So there's many different options what I can do. Next turn, of course, the first one is to put Dark City energy to Poipole so I can have free retreat. Search my deck with the Cherish Ball for something like a Weavile, GX of course, and attach it to my Ditto. Switch my active Poipole with the Darkrai, and probably just go with the big GX. I might even decide to bench Mew on the bench. I'm not quite sure, but I think I will probably do that. Super Growth for Vileplume, for Swadloon, and that Levity. Alright, for minus 40 damage. Okay, so what we can do? First things first, Cherish Ball for Weavile. Alright. Use advantage of my... I need one Naganandle, and I'm not quite sure if I can find one. Let's see, let's try to Hopple play. Okay, Mystery Treasure, a good card, as well as Super Scoop Up. Other cards I really don't need. Yeah, definitely I don't need. Actually, I'm not gonna even need that Super Scoop Up, so who cares? More than that, I do have Mystery Treasure, but I also have that Meridian. I'm so greedy, I'm not even sure what should I do. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna actually bench Mewtwo at the end, probably. But Mewtwo is a good attacker here, so... To bench Mewtwo or not to bench Mewtwo, and what's gonna happen if I miss Dark City? Actually, it doesn't really matter too much. We're gonna go with Mystery Treasure for one Naganandle, and that Naganandle is gonna be attached to the bench. Then I'm gonna bench down that Mewtwo and also the DGX. Alright, additionally there is a Cherish Ball, so I can search my deck for GX Pokemon, use that Communication, so I can trade basically my Hoopa for extra Naganandle. There we go, so there is a extra Naganandle that will just come into play. I already attached energy. Oh, I didn't even need... Okay, never mind. I couldn't Sky Judgment anyways. Wouldn't be enough. Okay. But I should probably just trade my Dark City with Meridian Forest, get advantage of it. But yeah, I didn't. Anyways, Shadow Connection, moving to energies, to active Umbreon and Darkrai. And right now I'm actually good to go with my Black Lance, but I'm just gonna Levity attached on the bench. So what we're gonna try to do next turn, Vileplume GX is on the other side, of course. I could Sky Judgment for 270 easily with my Mewtwo. Cynthia and Caitlyn, alright. And there is a Netball. I really like that Super Growth attack, it's pretty cool. and it's also really good. Oh, so it'll be in Venusaur tag team. Alright. This loom is pretty good. Once per turn, if your opponent's bench isn't fully by football point, if you get heads, you can real Pokemon you find there, put it on the bench. Super pro Wild GX. Probably my opponent is thinking, well, if you can back my Rowlet and Alone Executor in the active position, he's definitely making the bad decision here. So we're gonna go with Radiant Forest first, trying to get rid of some energies from the hand, so we can have some charge ups available. Seems legit. So I need to have some extra energies on my active Darkrai and Umbreon. Additionally, what are we gonna do? We are going to play Dark City, so we can remove our opponent's Stadium from play. That's a very important thing, because next turn he won't be able to play trainer cards from hand, neither Energy Surge, just in case. And we're good to go with the Darkmon GX. The Darkmon GX can actually knock the Rowlet out, plus it can prevent my opponent from playing any trainer cards. Additionally, what I have here are two great catchers, so I'm just gonna need to find a way to put my... as long as I have Mewtwo in play, I only need one thing, and... oh, he can Paralyze. Alright, so we need Tantalizer and some sort of Greninja tag team in a discard pile. Okay. Can we get all of those resources? I'm not quite sure, but for the beginning, I can play Great Catcher, and I can catch that Venusaur in the active position. Additionally, I can play Hapu and try to get that Greninja in a discard pile. I'm just gonna grab myself energy and let it be Communication. I'm preparing my Mewtwo for the next turn for the final knockout against my opponent. So I just need to move some energies from my active Darkrai all around the board. There we go, as long as I'm following. Unfortunately for me, I cannot do too much. I guess I can take one energy from my active Darkrai, and then I'm gonna use my charge up so I can recover some of the energies. And this seems to be a GG turn, at least it should be. So I have two strong attackers in my discard pile. The one is a Dragonite GX with a Sky Judgment, which says that you need to discard 3 energies from this Pokemon, and another one is Greninja and Zoroark. I like the Dragonite because if you have 5 energies you can go for 270, and with the Dark Pulse only for 180. So it makes sense for sure, and yeah, we can just do that. Attach extra energy and say well played to my opponent. I'm gonna go with that Dark Pulse, and that should be 209 damage total, which is more than enough for the knockout, and then for another 3 prize cards. Alright, so we finally have a good Darkbox list here. Alright, let me just go quickly through my opponent Decklist. This is the infamous Vileplume Rowlet deck that my opponent is playing, and he's only, okay, he's playing 2 Rowlets, okay. I was thinking that he's playing only one of them. Anyways, that's the GG. Let's move on to the game number 2. Alright, so we are back with the game number 2. My starting option will be that Hoopa GX with Rogue Ring. Really good card for the setup. Additionally, I'm not gonna bench that Darkrai for now. Reshizard. Oof. Going to be a tough matchup, especially if my opponent uses that Flare Strike turn 2. You can even double Blaze GX me. There is a John Hart. Alright. I'm somehow thinking about using the Hapu. Discarding some cards in my discard pile, grabbing 2 of them from the top deck, playing Cherish Ball for the team, and with basically getting some extra cards with the Ding. Those cards in my hand are actually just useless right now. I don't need any of them. And I just hope my opponent won't be able to play that Welder. Alright, it is my turn, so he missed Welder, and I just top deck another Cynthia. Wow, that's amazing. What is also amazing here? Should I go for that, the Dean, or not? I'm scared what's gonna happen if I discard so many draw supporters. I think that's just not gonna be a good idea. Nah, I think it's a really bad idea. I'm just gonna grab myself Mewtwo for now, put it on the bench, and refresh the hand with the Cynthia. Alright, perfect. That's a little bit better. I'm gonna discard my Dragonite. Pretty much for nothing. And then I'm gonna Rogue Ring. So with the Rogue Ring, I'm gonna grab myself a Poipole and a Ditto. So I can set those two Pokemon on the bench next turn. Hopefully I can survive one more turn without being knocked out. Technically, with 3 energies, let's say my... Oh, he played Lily. Alright. No, he didn't play Lily, he played a Giant Heart. And there is a Welder. Alright, so that's gonna be that. I'm gonna lose my Hoopa. Just like that. And I think how I'm probably going to be short an energy card. Maybe even 2. And I can still use that Rogue Ring as well. Really tough. Really tough. Let's just Cynthia. Okay. Energy to be attached. Energy to be discarded for nothing. Great Catcher to be played. I'm going to risk catching his Heatran in the active spot, and then just use. You might discard any number of cards from your hand until you have. If you draw cards until you have 10 in your hand. Should I use my GX? I really don't want to use my GX attack, but I think I will do it. Or maybe not. I have Hapu, but I then need the Dean. Yeah, let's go with the Mag Delivery GX. Okay, 2 communications, chargeable Weavile, so at least I can have setup properly set up. And another Welder, okay. 2 more energies for the Reshizard. This Reshizard is gonna be unstoppable force, I should say that. I'm trying to find a way to... Oh, there's a reset stamp, okay. I'm trying to find a way to get another Great Catcher and opportunity to Great Catch that Reshizard on the bench and knock him out, but I'm just hoping that my opponent won't be able to switch this turn. Okay, so he was not able to switch. That's at least something. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go with a Cherish Ball for that, the Dean GX. And I will trade that Darkrai for, let's say, Weavile. I really need energies so badly. my charge ups. I have a charge up available. I have energy available, then the Dean. Alright, I still can play a supporter card. First I'm gonna discard one of those energies, and there is a Great Catcher. I see Great Catcher, but I don't have opportunity to get it. What is the best way? I can get one more extra energy and that's it. Oh, I can't even do that. Looks like Hamagnan was just... that's so sad. Let's trade that back. Let's see. Should I maybe go for the Darkrai so I can have extra energy available here? I don't know. It is just... I think like a Rogue Ring is the best possible combination right now. Seriously. Let's Shadow Connect those energies on the Darkrai. That GX attack was the best idea in the world, I should say that. Yeah, anyways, Rogue Ring, the only thing that I can do, and I'm gonna need probably Reset Stamp in case if my opponent knocks me out, and I'm gonna go with one Erica's Hospitality. I'm preparing myself for the next turn in case of the knockout, so I can put my opponent down to one prize. So he played Cynthia, and that Heatran still stays in the active position. If my opponent misses Great Catcher, then actually, if he miss-switch, then I might find Great Catcher with Erica's Hospitality and still get out of this tricky position, knocking out that Reshizard on the bench for 3 prize cards and getting away from that horrible position where my opponent can simply use that double GX for 300. But then, what's gonna be next problem is gonna be that Charizard with Continuous Blaze Ball, and he misses the turn here. Alright, that changed things dramatically. Okay, I can definitely play Mysterious Treasure and get one card from my deck into my hand, so I have a greater chance to pull the custom catcher. Actually, Great Catcher, and then I'm gonna Erica's Hospitality, and I don't see it. I don't see it. I simply don't see it. Alright. Then there's one charge up, and still one energy can go somewhere. And then we're going to remove that Poipole from play. I was so short, but I couldn't get it. Yeah, one thing is obvious. I can knock my opponent out, and then he can knock me back and move down to one prize, and after that, that's just a GG. I have enough energies, which means that I can maybe try to set up double knockout here. I know it's not going to be easy, but I can try to do it. So, alright, let's do it. Let's do it. And additionally, damage needs to be done too. I need to go for that Reshizard, but I can get 1 energy, 2 energies back next turn, and that's literally it. I'm gonna go for Reshizard. I'll probably just go for the Dim next turn if my opponent misses switch. I mean, if he have right now just a Welder and 2 energies in his hand, he can try to attack even with the Heatran. I'm still wondering how I still didn't lose this game. So he passes the turn. Wow, that's insane. What is even more insane is the fact that I have Hapu in my hand, and I do have Dark City, as well as Super Scoop Up seems reasonable. Yeah, Super Scoop Up seems reasonable. I really need actually Super Scoop Up. I might still even win this game, which is really funny because right now I have 5 energies in play, and I can, if I hit heads on the coin flip, I can replay the theme, and I can do that. So I'm just gonna reset stamp my opponent down to 4 because I'm still gonna play the Dean, and I'm just thinking about playing the Weavile or not. I think Naganandel is gonna be a much better option for that extra energy play. After that, if I lose my Mewtwo, it just doesn't matter. So let's do it. Let's try to get that Great Catcher, and let's try to Great Catch that Reshizard on the bench for 3 prize card knockout, and next turn I think I'm gonna deck out. I will probably deck out next turn. Next turn I need to pull actually... Yeah, I will deck out. I'm going to deck out next turn. That's obvious. Alright, never mind, at least. Well, maybe not. If I play Super Scoop Up, I can get 2 cards back into my hand. Still, technically, I can win. Sky Judgment. I drop 2 cards. Super Scoop Up needs to be heads in the coin flip, and what's going to happen then? I will have 1 less card in my hand, but then I will draw 2 cards. It's pretty much the same, actually. Too late, those Naganandels. Too late. But who said that my opponent won't be even able to knock me out? With the Charizard, for example. Because the good thing is that if he missed the knockout, even if he misses the knockout here, then I'm actually going to win this game. No, there is a Welder, so I don't think he will miss the knockout. Farquaad, 2 more energies, energy from hand. Right now he's hitting for 230, so he needs just 1 manually energy attached. Okay, that's the well play. So yeah, if he was not able to get 2 more energies in that Charizard, he would simply hit for 150 Charizard and then a Heatran on the bench for 50 more with my Black Lance, and draw basically 3 prize card and win the game at the end. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, so this Weavile actually lost the game. And the last card was the energy card, and it is a Darkness energy. I simply can't believe in this. I can't get it right. If I just didn't play that Weavile, I would win the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna communicate that Naganadel back into my deck. Which means that this can actually save me here from losing the game. Well, I didn't even knew that. Okay, I completely forget about that communication play, so I'm still in the game. You gotta be kidding me. Why I even tried to waste that Super Scoop Up? There is another Ashes Art. Alright. If I win this game, this is probably gonna be the funniest game in the world. I should definitely say that. Next time I can have only one energy plate from the hand, and the Great Catcher will just slows me down. And then again, that Weave. Never mind. He can use Continuous Blaze, attach some energies, and oh, I wish I have another communication in my hand. Yeah, I made so many misplays. So I can charge up. Get energy on the Dean with the Shadow Connection, but I can't. I mean, I can retreat, but I cannot attack. Even if I play Cynthia. It doesn't matter because I still need to draw 3 cards. I have no free retreat, and there's no energies to be moved. It was a very close game. It was a very close game, unfortunately for me. Made a couple mistakes. And those mistakes cost me the game at the end, so... Retreat to Heatran. Great potion, but now Heatran is also healed, but it doesn't matter. And all my opponent needs to do is just pass the turn. One more turn was all I was looking for, or I just... Yeah, I regret this. I don't know, I was maybe thinking about, well, maybe that we will help us. But actually, it didn't help us. So, at the end, that's the GG. But at least we played 2 games, 2 beautiful games, and you actually see that this deck works. I mean, for sure it works. I mean, the game number 1 was much better. I was playing the better game number 1 than the game number 2. That game number 2 was not the best game that I played. But overall, there is a deck list and the idea that you can actually use. Many things can be changed. There is plenty of room to be. There's plenty of space in this deck that you can actually tech and think about taking some other cards. So you should definitely give it a shot. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.